They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Watson, and this is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kennedy. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run. It's Drake. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Pollard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now. Pollard, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They come out here in the eye. Running, it's Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
59. Hey, check. 59. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Why ain't? We're going to 54. Why ain't? Gun. Watch the ship.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Watch right. Watch the curve. We're going to 52. Watch twitch. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Why ain't? We're going to 53. Gun.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 36. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Switch. Hey. Every jet. Go. Get out to 26.
On first and 10, Prescott. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This is Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
47. Gun. Check. 59. Watch QB. Under. 26.
Prescott on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Kill. Hey, kill. 47. Switch. Hey. Mike is 59. Go. Get out there. Gun. 26.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, You must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Mike, here we go. Hey, kill. Check, cross.
First down, a run with Cohen. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
24 is the mic. Hey, defense, hustle. Watch it. 24 is down, he's coming. If you kill it, motion me out.
Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Check. Whip. Watch the whip. Slam. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man, move it.
Here's Watson operating from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Prescott looks to throw on first. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Let's go, D. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go, 46.
Check, 59. You might be getting tired of seeing me. Check.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Why?
Here we go. Mike, check. 59.
Under.
Watch the screen. Mike's 50.
Here we go, going to 54. Why?
Come on, D.
Here we go, going to 53.
10.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. Pollard. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Going to run again here with Pollard. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Jaguars on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. On first down, Pollard. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This is it. 18.
No chance.
On second down, it's Drake. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Six.
57, Mike 57. They can't hang with us. 57 to Mike.
54 is down. He's coming.
Get in the weight room. Let's go. Motion.
Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here we
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Cohen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, throw left side, complete. It's Kennedy. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kennedy. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I'm going to come back to you.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Check 31, check 31, check 37, check 37. High alert, 36. And 59. Watch the pass. Check 24. Check 24.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They try again with Cohen. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we got? Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Everybody kill.
Watch the run. Slam.
On 1st down, Cohen. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
46.
Big stop, let's go. Sponge. No.
Hey, kill.
Tighten up.
Go, get out there. 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
47. Gun. 26.
They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Tariq Cohen with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Watson on 1st down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You ain't doing it.
24 is the mic. 3 bucks. 24 is the mic.
Here it comes.
24 is the mic.
Watch switch. Kill. Motion. Watch 24. Twitch. 25. Check 24. 25. Hey, look. 29.
He's checking.
Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Set. 18.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger.